Good morning from Los Angeles. Welcome to Power Hour, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, every Friday. Welcome to Power Hour with Sergio. How's everyone doing? It was supposed to be an exciting day today. Unfortunately, no go as far as the Supreme Court decision on the tariff musical chairs are concerned. Um, they said they don't have ETA for that yet. And the market was expecting some sort of news at 7 a.m. Pacific. Nothing happened, although this morning unemployment numbers came out, and they were kind of ho-hum, really. There, but then market, as long as the news was not bad or is not bad, market doesn't care. Market just kind of keeps chugging along. Although I'll show the positions in a minute. I started buying some put debit spreads on the SPY. Not a major pullback I'm expecting, but I think I'm definitely expecting some sort of pullback here. Nothing major, maybe 2 to 5%. So what else is going on? Yeah, the tariff musical chairs started in April. We know what happened right after Liberation Day. Had about a 20% haircut on the triple Qs, a little bit more actually. It was brutal. And about 18 to 20% on SPX. And then we V-bottomed, turned back, making all-time highs. So nothing else is going on. The unemployment numbers that came out today were, look, every number that comes out, when it does come out, is better than expected, and then revisions happen the next month. So it seems like companies are not firing as fast as market thought, and they're not hiring as fast. That's the reading that I got. I am not sure. I'm not sure that's the case, but then market liked it. That's all that matters. For me, price takes precedence, and price is the price. Don't argue with the price. A lot of people argue with the price, and then they get hammered. I'm like, I'm not going to argue with price. The market's telling me something. Whatever the market's telling me is whatever I'm going to listen to, or I'm going to try anyway. So first week of trading is over. With full transparency, I post my positions every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the community page of the YouTube channel. And if you're interested, you can go check it out. Again, none of this is trading, financial, or investment advice. What I do is risky. It's trading account. Investing account is something different. So, do as you like. Although I did decide on my investment account what my fifth stock is going to be. In fact, I saw some puts in case I get assigned. I would like to get assigned, actually. All the earnings are coming out. But I think we had enough bloodletting in there that, I don't mind establishing a position like I did with Kava, selling puts, got assigned, handsomely ahead. So investment account has 4 stocks, Google, Kava, the restaurant chain, UPS, and Lululemon. They're all up nicely, with the exception of Google, which is up over 130% at the moment. But I have sold some May 350 cover calls because I want to do this as a long-term capital gains. I got lucky. I mean, I bought the stock for another reason. I bought the stock actually for Waymo, what the addition of Waymo could be. I bought Google at 152. Stock is about 320. So I wouldn't chase anything here. I would love to sell it at 375 range. If I get called away, obviously. I took in $26 for the calls. They're higher now, which is fine. It's okay. Lululemon, I paid about 185. Stock is about 203, 202. UPS, I paid about 95. It's about 110. And Kava, my average is about 58 because I got assigned at 60, 55, and 50. My fifth stock is going to be Netflix. There's a breaking news. So I sold yesterday some February 88 puts. I would like to buy the stock between 82 and 85. or own the stock between 82 and 85. I still think it's overpriced, but it's better than 125. I think long term. So my investment account is definitely long term. Trying to keep it a year or more. If I get assigned, great. The premiums are juicy. I know the earnings are coming out. If I get assigned, I get assigned. I'll sell some more puts and establish a full position. So 5 stocks are going to be in there now. Pretty diversified, actually, between Google, Kava, UPS, and Lululemon. So that's what's going to be. Yeah, that's set. I sold the Netflix 88 puts at 345 or 355, somewhere in that range. So that gives me the potential of getting assigned at 88, but less the premium. It'll be about 84 and a half. So I'm happy with that. And then if that happens and stock tanks after the earnings, who knows what can happen. Then I'll sell some either 82, 83 puts or 80 puts, depending on where the price is. Stock's definitely in a downtrend, down about, I don't know, it's 90 now. So 125 to 90, 35 points, about 30%. That's what happens to stocks. Stocks go up, stocks go down. On my long-term portfolio, I would like to buy low, sell high. On the trading account, this year, everything has changed. I'm going to buy high, sell higher. So, 2 different methods of doing things. They both work, especially if you're patient on the long-term side. Long-term stocks go up. There is no question about it. In fact, I was doing a webinar this week. Somebody said, well, isn't the market too high? I go, high compared to what? Yesterday? Yeah. Last year? Yeah. The year before? Yeah, of course. But, the metrics that people look at, Warren Buffett indicator, they ask me, the Warren Buffett indicator has been flashing bright red for the last year and a half. Okay. Case-Shiller index, super high. Okay, fine. PE ratio. I'm like, who looks at PE? But then let's say you talk about PE. S&P is supposed to earn $300 this year. Okay, so we're at 7,000, about 22 PE. Yeah, it's high. Average is about 18. But then if interest rates come down, those numbers have to get adjusted. So all I'm saying is, my answer to that question was, if you bought the top tick in 2000 before the dot-com bubble crash, if you bought the top tick, literally top tick, in 2008 before the GFC, okay? If you bought the top tick before the pandemic, where would you be? You'd be up so much. I'm talking top tick. We're not trading now. My mentors used to say, time spent in the markets, okay, beats time spent timing the market. Okay, listen to that again. Time spent in the markets beats time spent timing the market. Now, you can time the market. You can have some fun money. Some people trade with a lot of millions of dollars. Some people trade with $1,000. Look, trading is fun. Trading gives you the rush. Trading gives you activity. Long-term investing is more like watching paint dry. You buy something and then you're just holding on. Look at Warren Buffett. He's been holding on Coca-Cola, American Express, and some of these names for 40 years, right? That's how you create long-term wealth. You don't create it by YOLOing into some call options, put options, and selling puts, selling calls, and whatever it is. So long-term wealth is created by buying great assets at supposed discounted prices. So when I bought my Google, stock was down from 2+ down to 150 during the April crash. They were saying they're lagging behind in AI. They're losing their power, or they're going to lose all the money now because AI is taken over as far as search is concerned. As we know, Google is the top search engine in the world. Well, none of that happened. And guess what? They're leading in an AI. But my goal, the reason to buy it is I'm familiar with the space, autonomous vehicles. I believe that's the future of transportation. I think that's $1 trillion business. It wasn't reflected in the stock price. Look at these Waymos now all over the place, right? So that was the reason for me to buy it, and then it turned out to be the right call. On the other ones, Kava, I had an experience before. About 3 years ago, I bought Kava. I was eating there. What I'm trying to explain is this is how long-term investing works. You have to give it some time, and you have to have some foresight, and then you have to be lucky as well. I was eating with my wife the first time at Cava. Literally, there were lines around the corner. So I go like, I wonder if this is a public company while I'm eating the food. I Googled it. Sure enough, it's public. Right then and there, while I'm eating lunch, I bought the shares. I bought it at $30. Stock went up to, it was in the growth phase, opening stores, lines around the corner. What happened to the stock? Stock went from $30, $31 when I bought it to $175. Did I go all the way to $175? No, but I sold it about $120. And then look what happened. It was from $175 all the way down to $45. Okay, well, I got back in. Or maybe $55. I got back in, because I had a good experience before. And at $175, it was ridiculously expensive. So same thing is happening with Netflix now. Stock goes to $125. Some bad news happens. They're growing still, but they're making some adjustments to the company. Management's the same. Nothing has changed. Stock goes to $125. Extremely expensive at every metric. Okay, I'll just patient. Well, now we're down to $90. Okay. I said, this is it. Time to get in. So that's long-term investing. Short-term, a lot of people trade. I mean, look at these zero DTEs people are trading these days by the millions of options every single day. Is that gambling? I don't know. Call it whatever you see it. I don't dabble with those, but in my trading account, I'm kind of careful. I manage money. I don't want to lose money, obviously. But then, that's the increased kicker. That's the, let's say, icing on the cake. If your investment account is doing well, and it should be at least 3 to 5x larger than your trading account, at my age anyway. So if you're young, different story maybe, but it shouldn't be. The rule of thumb is it should be 5, 6, 7x of your trading account. You got to invest long term. I mean, it's a must. Because if you don't invest, you're going to be left behind. There is a reason top 10% of the population in the US owns 87% of all assets. And there's a reason the bottom 50% owns 1% of the assets. So and the wealth gap is large as wide as ever. So I'm not a socialist by any means, for fuck's sake. Look what they're doing in New York City, or Portland or whatever. But my goal is accumulate long-term wealth while I'm having fun with trading. Maybe I'll hit it 30%, 50%, 80% year. Last year was like that. This year, not so much. And my results video is going to come out actually today at noon. It was a good year. It was a positive year, but it was nowhere near what I expected. So all I'm saying is you got to invest long-term. And then you have some play money on the side. And it depends on how, what you have. Yeah. That's what I do. That's what I need to do. That's what I have to do. All right. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mike. What's up, Akbar? Good morning. Yeah, Oklo had some good news. What a pump, right? 71 to 115. Missed that trade. It really irked me actually, because I even posted it in my Telegram chat group. Yeah, we didn't do it. We missed it. And then today's news, obviously, Meta getting into, look, there is a reason all these stocks, IREN, Oklo, NBIS, and CIFR, all these stocks are what? So AI supposedly needs, more than anything, it needs power, right? For these data centers. Well, all these stocks are involved in that. And Oklo, I mean, they don't have one single mini nuclear reactor operating. They haven't even built yet. All they have is a drawing. It's expensive. I mean, at any way you look at it, is it worth $20 billion with a drawing of a mini nuclear reactor that could be localized, that could provide all the power for these AI data centers? Because AI data centers are sucking a lot of energy from the grid, and then a lot of people are complaining that their power bills have gone up. I agree. Yeah, I mean, they got to get the power somewhere. These things are being built at a breakneck speed. So, fundamentally, obviously, super expensive. Is it the future? Potentially. Have they built one, and is it operating? Is it providing energy for any of these AI data centers? No. Have they even broke ground yet? No. So I'm like, okay, but then I mean, as a trading stock, it's fun. It went from 195 down to 73, 72, and now up to 110. It moves, you know. But yeah, definitely missed that one. And then it really did get down to all the way down to the 200 simple moving average. And then I was looking at it. I'm like, should we step on it? And then we missed it. Sometimes we miss it, man. What can we do? So that's that. Good morning, Luis. Hope you're doing well. Main goal I've learned is selling options max date 45, 60 days. Well, you didn't learn that from me. Good morning, Doug. Good morning. Manny P, good morning. If you have questions, put it up. Oh, let me post a link if any of you want to come on. You're more than welcome to. We can discuss anything you guys want to discuss. You need to get laid. Okay. I'll ask my wife. See, there's knuckleheads like that come into chat that I don't know where they're coming from. Whoa. Good morning, sir. You don't need to call me sir. If you had to invest for 2030, depends on your age, man. Depends on your age. I'm assuming you're youngish, let's say. Okay. If you're young, number one, start dollar cost averaging into some sort of index. You have to do that. Obviously, you know, look what's happening to high tech. High tech is high tech, man, you know. But then I think, so my idea, well, not my idea, my guess or my prognostication or whatever for 2026 is 5,800 low. There's a video, I already said it, that's public. 5,800 low on SPX, 7,500 high with a close of 7,250, I think I said. So I'm expecting single-digit returns on the indexes for the next 3 to 4 years, 3 years. And, you know, we did have 4 double-digit gains in a row. Not because of that, because I think, you know, there's low averages. But besides that, the other thing is I think it's going to be an individual stock pickers market. I think active trading is going to do better than passive investing for the next couple, 3 years. And so what sector? Let's go on sector. How about the interest rate sector? I think they're really going to push interest rates down, or they're going to try anyway. Once the interest rates and oil, how about that? Two unliked sectors at the moment. But although interest rate bank stocks are doing great, yeah, those would be it. I mean, the other usual suspects, obviously, you know, I DCA into Bitcoin, gold, silver. Look what they're doing. Yeah, that would be it for me. And the reason I'm saying interest rates are going to get pushed down is because once Powell leaves, which is May, and it's already dead man walking, I think the White House is going to run the Fed. And look what they did today to some of these mortgage company stocks, right? And Trump says, "I want the government to buy. I want us to buy 200 billion in mortgages to lower mortgage rates in order for home affordability to be, you know, turning around because it's in the toilet at the moment." And yeah, that's what they're going to try to do. They have midterm elections coming up. They have actual elections coming up in a couple more years. So they're going to try to push the interest rates down, have the market pump, keep printing, keep spending. So that's what I think it's going to be. SMTPHC. Okay, I don't know what that is. Unlike Oklo, BE, yeah, that was one of our stocks. We traded that last year already. Absolutely, yeah. Well, you know, selling puts is one way, right? You're going to collect your 2, 3, 4%, whatever. But actual wealth is not created by selling puts. You own the shares. You know, you own Leaps, maybe. You go on shares if they have leaps. You do some synthetics, but I mean, you know, I mean, you sold on, okay, if when Oklo was down to 73, let's say, you sold a 70 put, you collected $5, for example. I don't know, hypothetically. Stock rallies in a week from 70 to 110. What are you going to get? $5. That's about it. $40 on the stock. Get you 5. Look, with these wild stocks, high beta stocks, I mean, obviously you want to own them, but then when they do correct, they correct, man. I mean, look at all these names that I said. Oklo, right? 195 to 72. It's a painful pullback. It's 120 points, folks. That's like 60+% while the market's making all-time highs. Same thing with IREN, same thing with NBIS, same thing with CIFR. They'll pull back 40, 50, 60% while the market's making all-time highs. And then you'd be like, oh shit, what am I doing here? So owning them, obviously, if you can time it, Should we invest in oil? I would. I mean, although look what happened with Venezuela over the weekend, right? We went and took the guy from his bed. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but they're all ripping, right? Exxon, Chevron, Phillips 66, Valero. Once they settled in, I mean, oil, crude itself, maybe you could buy a crude ETF, if there is that crude itself, not anything else. But, I mean, Trump is very friendly to oil, as we know. Pump baby or drill baby drill, right? Jay says silver is way too expensive now. Well, there was a report in Bank of America analyst who was absolutely bearish on silver and gold for 4 years. I think it was this week he came out with a report that silver can go to $309 an ounce. No joke. You could Google it. It's Google Bank of America analyst price target on silver. You read it. I was like, what kind of crack is this guy smoking? I'm not sure. And you're saying silver is expensive. I mean, there was a trade in silver with the gold silver ratio when it got down to like 52, right? Usually that's like 50s, well, 50 to 60 is the bottom. Gold silver ratio meaning gold price divided by silver price. And silver is just doing catch up, but it's also an industrial metal. You guys have to understand it's used quite heavily in solar panels and things like that. So, and China is absolutely hoarding it, right? And I don't know if it's way too expensive. Nobody knows where things are going to stop, by the way. So if anybody says it's expensive compared to what, right? You could say that with a million different things. Expensive, but why? Okay, well, when things stay more expensive than they usually do, and it's right around $80 an ounce. Is it expensive compared to a month ago when it was 55? Yeah. But is it expensive to where it could be? No. I don't know. I don't know where the top is. I am not good enough to guess it. What's a good rule of thumb for selling options DTE? Tasty has it pretty well covered with all kinds of scientific data, right? 45 days out, cover 50% gain halfway through, because data decay does not happen as much as people think it will happen the last 20 days, plus you're taking risk off. Anyway, but the rule of thumb, 45 days. But again, selling options, I'm not against it by any means. I just did it on Netflix in my investment account. So I'm not against selling options, but a lot of people don't understand the risks of selling options because they think it's risk-free. It ain't risk-free at all. Mr. Premium's back. Happy Friday. Yay, happy Friday. Mr. Premium, how's it going? Yes, happy Friday. Okay, no more questions. Let me go to the positions real quick. Let's see what's going on there. I'll post the positions again today. on the community page of the YouTube channel. And then every month this year, I'm going to post account equity, where my account stands month to month to month to month. But then I'm going to do that with my members group every Friday, which is today. Today's Friday. Every week, I'm going to post my trading account equity with the members. So if you want to become a member, support the channel that way, click join, send me an email, sergio@sergioavadian.com. You'll become a member of the Telegram chat group. What do you get for that? You get my trades live. Again, none of this is trading, financial, or investment advice. As soon as I do it, I try to post it. I mean, I'm trading, so you get the end of day positions every day, and now you're going to get the account equity every week, and also you get a live stream, members only live stream every Wednesday or Thursday, depending on my other stuff that I'm doing, which is, I think, well worth it. So if your son was 26 years old, my son is 16. Oh, absolutely. Take 75% of it, start dollar cost averaging into some sort of, definitely have some rainy day fund left over. If you're only 26, bro, you know what? I have a recommendation for you while you're asking me. Launched a website a couple of months ago. I would urge you to go subscribe to a free newsletter on the website. It's free. No attachments, no Discord, no charge, nothing. Go subscribe to the free newsletter. There's a blog on the website. There's about 12 or 14 articles already. Please read them. It's about a 4 or 5 minute read. It's not boring. You will get the answer for this question already on the blog with some of those articles, step by step. Okay. So it's at, actually, let me post that real quick. Yeah. But long-term investing, my man, yeah, indexes with bulk of it. And you don't have to do it all at once. Just, dollar cost averaging means, there's an article about dollar cost averaging. It'll explain it to you. I think I did that correct. That's the website. Just go to the website. There's the website. Subscribe to the free newsletter. You'll get a newsletter every Monday. Drop in your email box. Time is on your side, so much so that compounding, initially it'll be slow, but at some point compounding will take over. Rule of 72 will take over. You will be amazed. This is outside your 401k, if you're working somewhere, outside your IRA, outside your pension plan, if you're working for the government, whatever it is. I mean, small example here. So I say this all the time and people don't believe it. You can go Gemini it or Google it or Grok it yourself. If you invested $100 a month, not a week, $100 a month for 40 years, and dollar cost average into some index, ETF, SPY, triple Q, whatever. Okay. How much money will that be in 40 years? Any guesses? No. Any guesses? $100. Not more, not less. Just $100. 1.2 million. That's outside everything else. Now you're going to say, but sir, whatever. In 40 years, my $100 is not going to be worth anything. Well, would you rather have at the age of, so if you're 26, at the age of 66, I just said it, 1.2 million. That's the power of compounding. Go Google it, grok it if you don't believe my number. Well, you should. But all I'm trying to say is power of compounding is an amazing tool, and nobody understands it. So, well, Warren Buffett, for example, he made his last 150 billion due to compounding after the age of 60. Believe me, go check that too. Those are facts. So initially it goes slow, but then when the power of compounding kicks in, with a return of 10% a year, which indexes have returned 11% going back 100 years, 125 years. Down years, up years, everything. On average. Reinvested dividends, 11%. Yeah, it's an amazing thing, power of compounding. So don't ever forget it. What's the annual return? I just said it, 10%. If you reinvest dividends, you get to 11%. Indexes, SPY has returned 11% the last 100 years. Numbers don't lie. Andrew, hello. That is going to be a lot higher than Jayan here. Well, do you have a tool for yourself for, let's say, ChatGPT or AI or Grok? So the prompt should be exactly what you're asking, but a little bit more detailed. Say, go to Gemini. I love Gemini. I use Gemini for everything. Say, I'm 58 years old. How much do I need to invest weekly to get to 250K by the age of 65? So you're not going to be taking too much advantage of the power of compounding. So it's going to be a high number. It's definitely going to be a high number. Actually, I can do that for you, but then I don't know. But do it. It'll give you the answer if you have an answer for Gemini. Okay, that's going to be my golf money. Well, I teach golf, by the way, so I'm a Class A golf professional. My back is shot, but I can teach. So 250K at 65 is going to be your golf money, but are you going to go play Pebble Beach every day? I don't know. Okay, sounds good to me. But go to Gemini and put that exact same question, and say with a return of 10% a year. Add that to your prompt. It'll give you the number what you should invest weekly to get to 250. I don't know. You like UAA stock and the company itself? I have no idea what UAA is. What is UAA? I'll take a look at it when I'm looking at some charts. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, I'm not telling you. I'm in California. That's why I said Pebble Beach. I think that's the outside as a public course. I think down in San Diego and Pebble Beach are the two most expensive ones. I came up with that. You can you can blow all that 250K and join LA Country Club for 300K. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, you can play golf all over the place. You can go play Scottsdale in the winter. In the summer, you can go to the Carolinas. You can go to South Carolina, go to Myrtle Beach or Kiowa Island. I mean, shit, man, there's amazing golf courses. And then in summer, you can get up to Oregon, maybe go to Bend Dunes. I played all over the place, so I know. You will have a great life. 1 million. What is 1 million? Oh, Hilton Head. Yeah, we were in Kiowa Island. Enjoyed the ocean course by Pete Dye. That was some diabolical course. Jesus Christ, that guy. Gosh. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay. I'm decent. I used to be like a 3 handicap. Now I'm probably 10. But yeah, that was a tough course. Yeah, enjoy yourself. You're in a good place for golf. What's 1 million? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Ooh, you're a good golfer on top of that. Yeah. I think we played the river course too when we were there. I'm trying to recall. We play golf every day. I don't know if we played the river course. We played a Tom Watson course. That was beautiful course. It was easier than the ocean course, but it's just beautiful. Just what a great little course. Like I said, invest, my man. And then have some money for trading, you know. You should have two separate accounts. You should have an investing account. You should have a trading account. Don't mix business with pleasure. The goal is long-term wealth creation. That only is going to happen by investing. Look at gold. Okay, look at the printing and pumping and spending is never going to stop, regardless of who's in charge. Okay. That national debt at 38 trillion is going to be 39 shortly is not going to stop. When that happens, okay, M2 will grow, money supply will grow, while your dollar is losing value, buying power every single year to the tune of 6 or 7 or 8%. In order just to combat that, you need to invest to get 10, 11, 12%. Don't listen to the government. Government's the biggest gaslighting artists on the planet. They go, inflation is 2.5%. My ass is 2.5%. We haven't seen 2.5% for decades. So you have to invest because you're losing 6, 7% of your buying power every year. Well, if you don't invest, you're going to be in the bottom 50%, owning no assets. So why do rich get richer? Because they have the assets and they keep accumulating hard assets. You have to accumulate hard assets. So what are they? They're stocks, metals. I've been DCing Bitcoin forever now. You know, yeah. I mean, look at the money growth, global money growth. You know, everybody's doing the same thing. Is it broke? Yeah. Is it broken fiscal policy, broken monetary policy? I get all that. But they can't stop the music at this point. It's impossible. If they stop the music, everything will crash. Actually, it'll help you. Then you just buy shit cheaper. But over long periods of time, especially if you're 26, compounding will work for you so beautifully. Good, wealthy life. Invest, my man. Invest, say for your retirement, but definitely invest on the side. Retirement is one thing. If you're working at a great company, every month invest whatever you can spare, dump it in some account, dollar cost average into something. You know, if you're that person, the 26-year-old, bro, time is ahead of you. So much time you have. So, you know, but anyway, so I'll come back and answer questions in a minute. Let's go to the positions. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, so what we're doing, or what are we doing today? Let's see. Oh, we may be buying some more put debit spreads, actually. 243 we're at. What are we at? 869. No, we're not. We're at 253. Okay, we have a little bit more to go. All right, so we added 50 more leaps to Strive ASST. I'm long 500 January 2027, 2.5 calls, and 300 January 5 calls. This is my trading account, folks. So sit down and relax. I am long 3,500 shares of BMNU with an average cost of 668. After stock is 582. I've sold 2 rounds of cover calls. Well, if it ends up here by next Friday, which is January expiration, I'll lower the cost basis to probably just a tad under 6. I'll sell some more puts. So I'll sell the February calls. Probably in another 3 months, the cost basis on this thing is going to be 0. Hopefully, stock is not going to go to 0. BMNU, by the way, is the 2x ETF of BMNR, where everybody's in love with. I'm not in love with it. I think Ethereum is going to go higher. That's it. Short-term trades, all these. I'm long 40 Photronics, PLAB, February 35 calls. This is my put debit spread. I'm long now 35 of them. I guess we bought some. I'm buying the 690, 680 put debit spread as a hedge to the account because I'm about to go long a couple different things. And I'll add 5 more today at 240. Let's see, where am I at? 243. 243 debit. So for some of you who don't know what that is, 690, 680, 10 wide. I'm doing them at, I think I just did one at 258 debit. Okay. And at some point, I'll probably close the short end and leave the long side alone if we were to get a sell-off. And last but not least, I am buying a lottery ticket on Wave Life Sciences. I'm up to 60 of the February 20 calls, but I'm short the January 22 calls against it, which are going to expire worthless to lower cost basis. Account is about 65, 70% cash. I trade in this account, period. And then I will post actually for my members the account equity at the end of today. So that's what's going to look like. Let's look at some charts. Do we want to really look at charts? Yeah, I guess maybe we do. Okay. I mean, by next Friday, BMNU may get called away. If it gets called away, it gets called away. It's all good. They can have it. So let's go to some big charts. What was that stock you asked me? One of my members? UUA? Was it UUA? I don't even know what it was. Okay. UUA, I think, right? No? What was it? UAA? Under Armour? Was that the one? Oh, nice move already. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. I mean, it's coming off a base. Didn't they lose that basketball player? I think they did, right? I think you asked me UAA. I mean, that stock is in the doghouse for the last God knows how long. Jesus. Imagine owning that garbage. While the market's going up 20%, 25% a year, the stock is in its own bear market. Holy shit, look at this thing. What a disaster. Yeah, sell puts on this thing. Remember, Mike? It's ridiculous. Yeah, where would you be if you're selling puts on this thing? You will own a whole bunch of it because you can't keep rolling enough. Like, bro, come on now. I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe some of you will make me understand. Okay, let's go to my 52-week high list. We'll put up some charts, and then I'll say goodbye. All right, so my 52-week high list consists of 100 and how many? 126 stocks as of this minute. I want to deal with stocks like this, Mike. I don't want to buy low, sell high unless I'm investing, and I would definitely not do that. Not on UAA anyway. And it's on bear market. So Netflix is my next one, as I said. 88. Here we go. Maybe I'll sell some more puts. Hold on a second. Maybe I'll sell some 85s. Feb 85s. Sold the 88s yesterday. Feb 85s are $3. I sold the 88s yesterday at $3.55. They're $4.40. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell some 85s or 83. They don't have 83s. 84s are 2. Yeah, I'll wait a little bit. If I can get $3, that'll be my 5th stock in the investment account. Okay, sounds good. Look at that downtrend. So that you're telling me if you've been selling puts on that, Mike, what would you do? Huh? What would you do? 134 to 88. Good luck. How about Oracle, Mike? All you put selling lovers. What are you going to do there? 345 down to 175. Yeah. Put selling is not risk-free, folks. Trust me. A lot of people become bag holders selling puts. Anyway, so this is what I want to deal with. AA, alkalize 1, analog devices. I want to deal with charts like this, Mike. I don't want to deal with riffraff. Ooh, AEO is selling off. Is it coming to a buy point? No, not yet. We'll give it a shot. I'll just put some up. These are the types of charts I want to deal with. Affirm, we traded, we made money. Silver. Where's silver? Somebody said silver is high. I mean, I don't know. Why is silver high? It's in a beautiful uptrend. I don't know where it's going to top. I don't know. I mean, I'll short it at some point, but not yet. Some silver stocks, new 52-week high. There you go. AG, EXK, or EXQ, or is it EXK? Endeavor Silver, new 52-week high. PAAS, Pan American Silver, about to make a new 52-week high. Hecla Mining. These are the major silver producers, public ones anyway. New 52-week high. See? Yeah, that's what I want to deal with. Air is another one. See? Those are the types of stocks I want to deal with. Amcor. Bull flagging before it goes crazy. AMRZ. AMTM. I don't want to go through it. These you guys see the picture here? Yeah. Okay, I don't want to deal with IREN, which was this. Okay, don't care. Don't want to deal with it. I wanted to deal with. I dealt with IREN on its way from 20 to 100, but I don't want to deal with it now. Same thing with Oklo. It's about to go red, actually. Not red, but it's on its ass now. 193 to 70. I can't. I can't. I just can't. I can't buy, you know, or catch falling knives. I just can't. I mean, I'll go through some more. ASO, pulling back. I like that chart. Just technical stuff. That's all. ATI. See? Just one uptrend. Sell puts on these, Mike. Why are you guessing and selling puts on cheap shit? Axel broke out. There you go. Sideways, 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 breakout. Go with the breakout. Dana Point, Dana Corp. Look at these charts. Sell puts on these, my man. Why do you go sell puts on garbage? I mean, sell puts on garbage is nothing but headache. If that's your goal, by the way. CCL, we traded nicely. I'm going to be all over that if it breaks 32. Actually, it's 32.11. So let me take a look at where those calls are. 165. They're not that bad, actually. Feb 32s. Yeah, that thing is it's just building a bull flag here. It's going to go to 35. We're definitely going to trade that. Open door. We were long. Shake it out. Missed it. We're just top of the channel now. The channel is valid. Careful now. Here's another one. Aluminum stocks. Beautiful. Right? There you go. Compass is pulling back. I like these 52-week high list pullbacks. Oh, yeah. Made a 52-week high. 820 down to 7. I like it. Pull back a little bit more. That's breakout and snapback. FYI. CRML. That's gone crazy. Any pullback on that, I'm going to buy that. So, you know, my list is long, but it's ready. I'm ready for action. I have the patience to wait. Estee Lauder. There you go. Freeport McMoran. Copper stocks are going crazy. Aluminum stocks have gone crazy. Fabrinet. I made a 52-week high. It's just kind of basing here that we're going to trade for sure. Sienna. Ooh. Get me down to 50 EMA on that thing. We're definitely going to trade that one. Form Factor. See, all these companies you all never heard of because all you want to trade is the same damn fucking 10 stocks that's mentioned on, you know, X or 10 stocks that Mag 10. Everybody wants to trade those. I'm like, okay, good luck. There's 10,000 different stock, folks. Trust me. And these are not small companies, by the way. There is a 52-week high on Form Factor. Huntington Ingalls, another metal stock. Beautiful. There was one that was melting up, and I wanted to short that thing. FTAI, that's the one. That's gone a little too much, I think. Yeah, that's a little too much nosebleed, a little too parabolic. Buy and pull backs or just short it? Well, I'm not going to short it. I'm not going to go crazy. Look at that breakout. Okay. Well, hot. Yeah, nice. JBL Circuits. These are not small companies, folks. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, keep consolidating. Okay. Carmen. There you go. Trade those, people. Forget about your hymns or Oscar or whatever. That's a beautiful chart. Lamentum. Is that pulling back? Yep, pull back to 50 MA. We'll be all over that. Patience, patience, patience. Hey, look what's making a 52-week high today. Southwest Airlines, after going sideways for about 2 weeks. Folks, there's 6,000 stocks, small, mid cap, large cap, Micron. How about that one? Yeah, okay. What else? Long PLAB. I don't know. Yesterday I had a nasty day. Are they going to arrest a downtrend on that? I really like the company fundamentally and technically, but we'll see. Well, we're long some calls. Let's see what happens. This one I'm actually interested in now. 518 high. We're at the 20 EMA. Give me a little bit more. Give me something like under 3. I'm going to be all over that. I'm going to be over that like white on rice. And this yesterday was a low pullback. Continue 52-week high. Hey, man. That's all we need to do. We don't want to deal with riffraff. TE. Did that pull back enough? Yep, pull back to 20 EMA. Okay, see, there's millions of ideas. And then people go like, Tesla. I'm like, what about, well, Tesla is on my list because it did make a 52-week high, by the way. And then pull back appropriately like 50 points, 60 points. And that may have been it, though. We're going to keep an eye on Tesla. Vicor Corporation, VICR. Yeah, there you go. Victoria's Secret. I mean, look, they're all nosebleeds now, but I mean, you know, if you this is the one to do. These are the types of stocks you guys need to be in. Not in, you know, everybody's in Nvidia. I'm like, okay, great. Yeah. Oh, that's a shelf that breaks out. That's going 20 higher, and then people go Nvidia. What about Nvidia? Nvidia has been going sideways for the last, I don't know, since when? Since last July. Actually, Nvidia is the same price as it was last July. Now, this is a massive top because all the chopstick readers are going to say, there's a head and shoulders top. I'm like, oh, there's the head, there's the left shoulder, there's the right shoulder. If it breaks, it's going to die. Okay, well, I don't know until that happens. If I bought, okay, so for example, I mean, right? If I bought NVIDIA last July, I'm even. But if I bought Victoria's Secret last July, which was right about here, same time, 18 to 66. Well, it's possible, folks, but you guys got to find it. You know, it ain't that difficult. It's not that difficult. Seriously, it's not that difficult. Yeti is the last one. There you go. I mean, those are the stocks. I keep adding to it. I'll probably cap it about 125 and then take some off. But yeah, that's trading for you. Got to trade stocks that are going up as opposed to continuously doing the same shit, expecting different results, which most people do. There's HIMS. People go, oh, HIMS, amazing. It's about to make a 52-week low. Why am I going to deal? How am I going to guess that this is the low? How do I know? I don't know. You could have done the same thing on all these mega caps, you know. Sell puts. Okay, cool. Cool. Good luck. Anyway, yeah, that's my list. And that's what I'm going to stick to this year. CCL is probably going to be the next trade without a question. Yeah, in that group you have NCLH. Yeah, that's fine, but I want to do CCL. Yeah, this is Royal Caribbean. Nowhere near 52-week high except CCL. CCL is the leader of the group, so go with best in breed. Yeah, that makes a new high. That thing is going to go up about 5 points, so we're definitely going to buy some 32 calls on that. Just waiting its time sideways. Affirmed. We're definitely going to rebuy that. Just not giving me a pullback, though. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, man. Those are the stocks to trade. The rest is the rest. Not interested in the rest. What else is going on? Not much. I'll buy some lotto tickets. Not actual lotto tickets. Actually, I did buy some more lotto tickets today on the ASST. Paid 20 cents for 50 more calls. Okay, so I'll go to the front, answer some questions, and go have a cup of coffee. Okay. APLD up again. UAA, I looked at it. I don't know. Whatever. Not my thing. Okay. I really like your debit spread strategy. It's not a strategy. It's like a hedge. Because I'm about to buy different things. So if I don't want to be 100% long in case we get a little. APLD, yeah, it's a good trading stock. Definitely good trading stock. You know, I mean, I'm not abandoning all these crazy names. You know, I'm still watching them. You know, I have a different watch list. And, but I want to buy, sell higher. Buy high, sell higher. Trading wise. I don't want to buy low, sell high. On the investment account, I want to buy low, sell high. Two different methods, two different strategies. So with that said, nobody wants to come on. Okay, fine. I'll be back on Monday, trading with Sergio, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Please go check it out. Please leave a thumbs up if you like it. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go subscribe. There's good content there. Most importantly, if you're not subscribed to the free newsletter on the website, I posted it up there, www.sergioavadian.com. It's free. You will learn a lot. And if you want to become a member and be more active trader, have more access, then you have to click join, become a member, and send me an email, sergio@sergioavadian.com. I'll send you the Telegram chat group link. And like Mike, you will join that group. That's it. So with that said, hats off. Have a great weekend. I'll be back on Monday. We'll just keep plugging along. I'll be posting my positions on the community page today, but you guys saw it anyway, but I'll post it. And again, none of this is trading, financial, or investment advice. What I do is very risky. Do your own due diligence. I don't want any headaches. So with that said, I'm going to go have a cup of coffee, finish the trading day, post for my members the positions and the account equity as of after the first week, and go to my son's soccer game at 2:30. So adios. Much love. Stay healthy. May all your longs skyrocket and may all your shorts tank. We'll end with that.